You can build that wall. Donald Trump scores temporary victory in federal court as appeals judges lift stay on moving money to the Pentagon for Mexico border barrier construction. Circuit Court blocked Trump in December from moving $3.6 billion to the Pentagon so the Army Corps of Engineers can build sections of border wall. Appeals court said a temporary injunction will be lifted while the administration formally appeals the ruling that frees the president to move ahead, re-transfer the funds, and build. Appeals court panel ruled that the plaintiffs in the lawsuit filed against the administration likely lack standing to sue in the first place. White House called the earlier ruling an illegitimate nationwide injunction that a regional court tried to enforce on the entire United States by David Martosco, Hughes, political editor for DailyMail.com and Reuters, published 2:26 Greenwich Mean Time, the 9th of January 2020, updated 14:43 Greenwich Mean Time, the 9th of January 2020. Donald Trump crowed on Thursday after a federal appeals court temporarily put on hold a lower court ruling that had blocked the administration from using billions of dollars in military construction funds to build his long-sought southern border wall. He tweeted his victory lap, calling it breaking news. The Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals just reversed a lower court decision. Entire wall is under construction or getting ready to start, Trump wrote. It's unclear how much of the wall has a clear timetable for construction. A large majority of what the Army Corps of Engineers and the Homeland Security Department have constructed is sections of barrier replacing inferior walls that were in place when Trump became president. White House Press Secretary Stephanie Grisham said in a statement that the lower court ruling was an illegitimate nationwide injunction that a single judge hoped to enforce on the entire country. A federal appeals court lifted an injunction on Thursday, giving Donald Trump's administration clearance to move $3.6 billion of federal money to the Defense Department and use it to build a wall on the Mexican border. Most of the wall Trump's administration has erected is in places where inferior barriers already stood when he took office, but billions of dollars will allow him to show more progress before November's election. This is a victory for the rule of law. We are committed to keeping our borders secure, and we will finish the wall, Grisham added. The New Orleans-based Fifth Circuit granted a stay of the circuit court ruling, giving the administrations a longer leash but not final approval to transfer $3.6 billion to the Defense Department from other unrelated pots of federal dollars. The lower court judge barred the money shifting on deck. 10. In a 2-1 ruling, the appeals court panel noted that the Supreme Court had stayed an injunction in a similar border wall case from the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. The court also said there was a substantial likelihood that the parties challenging the funding transfer, the County of El Paso, Texas, and the Border Network for Human Rights activist group, lacked standing to sue the Trump administration. Trump has made stemming illegal immigration a major theme of his presidency and re-election campaign. The $3.6 billion amounts to a third of the approximately $10 billion that Trump has obtained for border wall construction during his presidency, a total that comes from congressional appropriations and redirected Defense Department and Treasury Department funds. Trump contends the wall will stem illegal crossings and narcotics trafficking. Congressional Democrats have portrayed the president's signature project as divisive and a waste of resources. Congress has approved funding for wall construction in recent years, but at levels below Trump administration requests. Frustrated by Congress, Trump declared illegal immigration to be a national emergency in February 2019 as part of a plan to access billions of dollars in Pentagon and Treasury funds to build the wall. Trump administration officials have pledged to build 450 miles of new and replacement barriers along the border by November 2020, when Trump will face re-election. But a number of obstacles, including legal challenges and resistance from private landowners, have threatened that objective. Acting U.S. Customs and Border Protection Commissioner Mark Morgan said in December that the administration may fall short of the 450-mile mark. Morgan specifically cited the federal court injunction blocking the $3.6 billion funding transfer as an obstacle to construction. The Trump administration has erected 96 miles (155 kilometers) of border wall since the president took office in January 2017, according to CBP statistics current to late December. All of those structures replaced existing barriers, but border wall construction in new areas is underway, the agency said. Trump vowed during his 2016 presidential campaign to build a wall on the U.S.-Mexico border and force Mexico to pay for it. The Mexican government has refused to fund the project. Let's block ads. Why?